So, happy birthday, Matt. How do you feel going into the weekend against Swindon?
Yeah, okay. Boys have trained well today. It was important we got back on the training pitch pretty early in terms of the disappointment of the second half on Tuesday night. But a game everyone's looking forward to. I think our ticket sales have been outstanding in terms of an away game. And we're looking forward to going to a big stadium, a good pitch, and top of the table team.
We sold 1,700 in advance, and it looks like it's going to be one of the biggest attendances at the county ground for some time, with over 10,000 there. So it really all builds up to such a great occasion, doesn't it?
Yeah, hopefully it won't disappoint. Hopefully it won't be a drab 0-0 game. It'll be two good teams going at it. A lot of good players for this level on show. We always say it, but whoever puts in a performance on the day has the best chance of winning that game. But we know where we are in the league, and Swindon are where we want to get to. And we've got full respect for their management, their staff, and the group of players they've got there. And you just touched on it there, and the amount of people that will be there this weekend shows what a big club Swindon are. And it's only right there competing at the top end of the table. So all to look forward to this weekend. Like I say, hopefully those fans coming to watch us won't go home too disappointed. Whatever happens, they'll see a committed display.
You're saying hopefully not a drab 0-0 draw, and it shouldn't be when you consider the attacking talent they've got and the attacking talent we've got as well. Yeah,
it's the hardest part of the game, putting the ball in the back of the net. I think they're joint leading goal scorers in the league. Shows exactly what they're about in terms of some of the attacking players. And it's a game where we've got to be at our best to withstand any pressure, but we've still got to hurt them when we can. We've still got to use the ball and use the ball well on what hopefully will be a good pitch and a good playing surface, and one we've got to look forward to. It will come down to the moments of use of that ball and how often we have to defend our own box as opposed to attacking Swindon's box. So lots to look forward to. Shouldn't need to say too much before the game to this group of players. They were highly motivated before the game Tuesday, let alone after it on the back of a defeat, and going to top of the table then. When you're 2 points behind them, it's all to play for.
Yeah, and prior to that game on Tuesday, we had an 11-game unbeaten run, and I suppose now it's about trying to build another run of that to go for those automatic promotions.
Yeah, look, a lot can be made of runs, and at times we sort of rode our luck in terms of that group of 11 games. We'd certainly not been at our best at times, but we picked up points, and that's what it is this time of year. It's all about picking up points. Draws aren't as valuable as other aspects, i.e. wins, unless they're against teams in and around you in the league, if that makes sense. So points are absolutely key. You know, you can lose 2 games and then win the 3rd game in a week, and you're picking up 3 points from that week as opposed to drawing 3 games on the bounce. So we're in a points business, and it's going to be about who picks up the most points from now until the end of the season. The fact that we're playing a team in and around us this weekend puts a different dynamic on the game, but one we are really up for. This group of players are a hungry group of players, and they generally, when a big occasion is put in front of them, they can stand up to it.
Nigel Latingana comes back from his suspension this week, and obviously you've got players that have returned from injury as well, so it all looks good going into the game from squad point of view.
Yeah, obviously Nigel came back in on Tuesday night, got more minutes under his belt. The rest of the group are probably in a better place physically, but you know, it's a difficult game on Tuesday, mentally and physically, and always takes a lot out of you at Port Vale. Always seems a bigger pitch than what they say it is. So the tough game against Colchester followed with the Port Vale, and a little bit of travelling means physically some might need looking after. We've tried to do that today in terms of getting the work in the ones who needed the work, and those who are a little bit fatigued or a little bit stiff in some areas, just looking after them. But mentally, they're in a good place. They'll definitely be mentally in the right place come 3 o'clock Saturday.
Swindon also have got back Jerry Yates on loan from Rotherham, and of course there's rumours as well as Owen Doyle coming back. Does that come into your thinking at all?
We can't affect that. We can't affect it. We've had it time and time again this season. You can't predict the opposition team sheet. I've done that in the past in terms of this level of football, and it bites you in the wrong places. We can't predict that. All we know is that they're top of the league for a reason. They're top of the league and scored the most amount of goals, and some of those players you've mentioned have been part of that goal scoring record. They've got a lot of talented players, but like you touched on earlier on, we've got some good players ourselves, so hopefully it'll be a good value game. 2 good teams going at it, regardless of who's on the pitch.